Okay, good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Gabe, tell the big kids what you ate for breakfast today.
Eggs and bacon.
Grits and eggs and not bacon, you ate sausage, right?
Sausage.
Sausage. And then what's in your cup? Milk. We got a glass of milk like a big boy in a big boy cup, didn't you? Are you a big boy? You are. All right. Big boy. All right, you gonna go play? Okay, go play. Okay, so just a few updates before we get started. On Canvas, I have sent everybody an email, and so just to show you where it's at, if you look at the bottom of your screen, all those little like where the calendar and the to-do list and all that kind of stuff is, all the way on the other side, if you can see my random pinky over here, you have an inbox right here. And if you click on that, I sent you guys a message, and you should be able to go in there and see that I sent you guys a email, just kind of saying, hey, it's just another way for me to talk to you guys, or for you guys to talk to me, because we have Remind, we have email. Some of you I can message if I need to, but just to see what you like the best. Not saying I'm going to send it to you that way every time, but just another thing of communicating. So I also changed up our homepage. So I added announcements at the top. So you should see above your assignments and stuff that are listed, you should see an announcement that is there. And I'm going to try to make sure there's one up every day. It just saves us time when we do our videos. So I will also make sure that you get a daily dose of Baby Gabe, well, however short it may be. But let's talk about volume today. So if I want to wrap a present, typically I need to find surface area like we did last week. I want to know how much of the paper I need to be able to find, or to be able to wrap the present. Or if I want to cover some furniture, or if I want to make a dress or whatever, I need to find surface area so I know how much fabric I need for that item. So today we're going to talk about volume. So I got Gabe's milk cup. I don't want to pour too much milk in here because it's going to spill and it's going to get everywhere, right? So I need to know volume because I need to know how much liquid or how much whatever this cup will hold. So let's kind of review what you guys know about volume and then go from there. So y'all like my makeshift whiteboard? Because, you know, we don't have one of those at my house. So you guys learned in elementary school or in 6th grade, volume is length times width times height, right? You have this rectangle, maybe a cereal box, I don't know. And you have length and width and height, and you multiply them all. So I got 14 times 2 is 28. Do that times 4, and that is, I think, 112. 200 times 4 is 80. 8 times 4 is 32. Yeah, 112 inches. And volume is always 3 things multiplied, or 3 units multiplied, so it's always cubed. Okay? So 112 inches cubed. But now we're going to start talking about shapes that are not perfect rectangles. Okay? So we have this triangular prism here, and I have all these numbers. Well, I don't know what 3 numbers are the length, width, and height. That's kind of a problem, right? If I have Gabe's milk cup, well, I don't have a length, width, and height because if I mean, you guys know what a cup looks like. It's got a circular bottom. So now what we're going to do, instead of length times width times height, we're going to do volume is big B, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, times the height, okay? And big B here is the area of the base. Okay? So, now we have to go back and figure out what shapes are the bases. And we talked about a little bit with surface area, but let me get a color that's not going to mess this up. So, on a prism, like Gabe's cup, this is a prism. It's called a cylinder, actually. We haven't really talked about them much. And you don't have cylinders, but I just want to use this as an example. Prisms, we have rectangular sides. This one does not, but we know the base, the bottom of this cup is a circle, and the top of it is a circle, right? So, for this triangular prism, we know the sides are rectangles, but we have these triangular bases, okay? You see those? So, that's our base. So, we know that our base is a triangle, all right? How do you find the area of a triangle? Go ahead and say it out loud. I'll give you a second. So, triangles, the area is the base times the height divided by 2. And remember, these are perpendicular things. So, I'm not going to use this diagonal on this triangle. I'm going to use I'm going to use a different color. Y'all enjoying his thing? I'm going to use this base and this height because they are perpendicular. So, I'm going to do 6 times 5, divide that by 2. That's 30 divided by 2. So, it's 15 feet squared, right? That's the area of the base. That's big B. So, the first thing you're going to do is identify your base. Then you are going to find the area of that base, whatever that shape is. And then we find the volume. So volume is the base times the height, right? So I'm going to say, all right, well, what's the height? If this triangle is my base, I just need to know how far it goes. Well, obviously, it's 13. So that's like if I took 13 triangles that were 1 foot each and I stacked them on top of each other. That's your height. Hope that makes sense. So I've got 15 feet squared is the area of my base times 13. And of course, I don't have my calculator with me. Let me get my phone. Hey, Doodle. 15 times 13, 195. So I have 195 feet cubed. Okay? That would be your volume. Again, figure out what the base is. Find your area, the big B. That's area of the base, big B. If you see a little b, that's just a length. But this is an area. And then you do your height and multiply, and then you get your volume. And don't forget, you always put your units. Always put cubed because you multiplied 3 lengths. I multiplied this and the height and these two, and then I multiplied by the big height. Sorry. So, I hope that is helpful. Yeah, I think that's all for today. If you have any questions, don't forget, you can message me, you can email me, you can inbox me on Canvas. I can email for that too. And please, 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 when you do your assignments, upload them and make sure you get that green check for submitted successfully so that I can see it and give you feedback. I'll do a much better job this week giving feedback quicker so that you guys feel more confident. And we're going to Zoom at some point so I can see your face so you don't just see mine. But I love you, babies. I hope you have a great day.